Good morning. We're out at Trophy Club Park. There's a sign behind me. Did you see that? This is a nice little park out in Trophy Club. I'll post links for directions and maps and everything. We came down Trophy Park Drive, and as you notice behind me, if you're going to go in, there's a boat ramp. You can bring your boat out and other vehicles. You have to pay. There's a little kiosk there to pay. The road straight behind me going off that direction will take you to Marshall Boat Ramp. That road, I've been told, leads you pretty much nowhere, and there's a nice trail that we're going to follow right behind me there that will take us out towards the lake. I've been also told that if you go back over by that tree, right over by that power pole, there's a trail that goes up in there somewhere. Free parking over there, motorcycles on the other side of that truck. And then I'm going to walk up this little hill here, and as you come in, got a nice little sign off behind me in those trees. There is a pavilion with benches, water fountains, and some other features. That's a nice little restroom over there, men's and women's. So got some nice amenities out here. As we come up, there's the gate shaft where I was just standing, and off down this trail will take us off to the lake where we're going to be heading. Hopefully we'll see some nice wildlife and some other scenery down there. I'm going to get a little closer, swing around. You can kind of see the white posts and stuff. That's where the pavilion is back there. So far it's a very nice park. So we're going to wander off down the trails, see what we can see, and hopefully have a nice day out here so far. We'll see. Well, we're getting ready to head off down the trail, but I thought, before I go, let me show you this. You can see behind me, there's the pavilion I was pointing out. Over next to it, there's another little mini pavilion with the barbecue grill there. Then back over this way, you can see the sign. There's one trail there, and then the trail I was pointing to is back off down that way. So let me turn around again. Looks like a little mini butterfly garden there. There's another bench. You can see Joe back up in the background. There's another bench up there by her. Some trees. There's trash cans. So if you're coming out here, it's got a really nice little setup at the very beginning, so you could come out and have a picnic, or if you want to have your breakfast or lunch or whatever. Really nice. So far, very impressed with this park. Of course, it is Trophy Club, which is a nice area anyway, so we're going to head off down the trails and see what we can see. Well, we've come down that trail, the little caliche trail I pointed out. Then there was a little trail that branched off to the right, and we've gone maybe a quarter of a mile or so down it. Let me turn because they went off over the trees. But there's a little trail that came off of that trail. Just comes right down to this little finger of the lake. It comes out. Marshall Creek, I believe, is what this is actually. And you can see it's very pretty. You've already seen several snowy egrets. And of course, as you can hear in the background, lots of crows. There's always crows out here, but very pretty so far. And the trails, in spite of the recent rain, are in really good shape. So it's been very pleasant so far. Very nice hike, very beautiful, quiet, other than the crows, but not much we can do about that. They are part of nature. So let's press on and see what else we can see. Well, we came down a little side trail. It took us off down right by the creek. And we got this gorgeous, make sure I don't trip on the rocks here, and peaceful view. The water flowing over the rocks. This would be a great place to come sit, relax, Just enjoy the sights and sounds of nature. Beautiful. Well, we've come a ways further down the trail, and as you can see behind me, we're at Great Blue Heron Crossing. And this one, we go down this trail here. Let's go down, and you actually have to cross the creek here. So I'm going to wander down this little trail as the airplane passes overhead. Joys of being close to the airport. As the day progresses, they get more and more. And then you come down, and that little trail brings you down, there we go, by the creek. That's a beautiful little scenic place. There's Joe back there. And as you can see, there are some rocks where you can cross the creek. And then the trail continues back on up. There's a little cutout back up there you can see. And then there's also, looks like, back if I can point, there we go. Another trail there. We haven't seen a lot of animals. We've heard a lot. But even without the animals, it's still a beautiful little trail to come out and hike and see. Great for nature, just getaway, peace and quiet. Very enjoyable so far. Well, a little bit ago, we crossed over a Great Blue Heron Crossing, and as we got down to the creek, there was a great blue heron waiting for us. Well, we just came across another creek. You can see the trail behind me. We were on G. There's the trails are all labeled A, G, and different letters like that. But as we came across the creek, we saw a hawk. Unfortunately, couldn't get any photos of it. It was beautiful. We came up around the bend, crossed through these trees here, and then found the sign. And the name of this is Hawkeye Crossing. So the odds of that, hit Great Blue Heron Crossing and see a great blue heron, cross Hawkeye Crossing and see a hawk. That's just crazy ridiculous. We haven't seen a ton of animals. We've seen a few birds. I've heard some other birds that we haven't seen, an owl earlier and different animals like that. But still, it's been a very beautiful hike, very enjoyable. Probably the clouds and the weather changing has a lot to do with it. I'm sure if we come out more earlier, we'll probably see more animals. But it's been a very enjoyable hike so far. We've gone already about 2¼ miles and still have all that to go back. So it'll be another good long hike today. Lots of fun, very nice. Well, here we are back where we started. There's the pavilions. All the stuff behind me. There's a sign there that has a map and information. There's also, if you can see in the bottom corner, a QR code. It says if you scan that QR code, it'll provide a map on your device. I'm guessing it links to Google Maps maybe, but that way you can see where the trails. There's the trail where we came back out of. We're all done. So didn't get a lot of photo opportunities, not a lot of animals out today, probably due to the overcast conditions, the weather. But still, beautiful trails, nice hiking. We didn't cover everything, and we did about 3½ miles or so. Could have gone quite a bit further. I suspect if you wandered for a while, you could probably do 5, 6, 7 miles or more back up in here. We didn't even get to the lake. We still had, when we turned back, probably another mile plus just to get to the lake. So if you're going to come out and go to the lake on this trail, from here you're looking at a good 3+ mile hike just to get to the lake and then get back. So got an airplane passing overhead, so I'm going to go ahead and log off. If we head back to the house, I'll get it all put together. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time.